Hello guys, it is Prissy. Welcome back for another video. We are in the kitchen cooking up something delicious today. Now the funny thing is I don't technically have a name for this recipe. My wife and I have this like running joke in our house that I'm always making something out of nothing. I had a pack of sausage in the refrigerator and I just started whipping up stuff and putting it all together, and I came up with this concoction. Like I said, I don't know what it's called. If you guys would help me out down in the comment section below and give me a name for this recipe, I'll leave all of the ingredients, the measurements, and everything in the description box for those who are interested in making it. But without further ado, y'all, let's jump right into this recipe. So let me show you what ingredients I'm gonna be using in today's meal. First things first, the sausage. I feel like the sausage is the star of the show. Whether you eat a beef sausage or a pork sausage, you don't have to have sausage, but I feel like it gives it that extra something that just the shrimp and the vegetables alone can't give it. For me, this recipe started with the sausage. I had a pack of sausage in my refrigerator and I was like, what am I gonna make today? So I just started gathering up ingredients and came up with this amazing recipe. So for my sausage today, I'm using Nettles, but my number one choice is a brand called Azar, and I'll put it right here. They didn't have it in the hot smoked sausage, which that's the one I love. And my second favorite is the Nettles. So that is the one that I opted for today. Next up, the shrimp. I only have a pound of shrimp. It's just me and babe eating this meal right here, so I didn't want to make too much. As far as my veggies go, I have a red bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, I have a jalapeno pepper. You guys know I love a little bit of spice. This is completely optional. I have an onion, some corn, and some asparagus. Now for the asparagus, I feel like you could switch this one out for some broccoli if you wanted to, or even some cauliflower if you wanted. I chose to go with some asparagus because I'm going to cut it into little bite-sized pieces along with the corn and the other veggies, and this is going to be so delicious, y'all. Of course, we have to save our veggie scraps. These little pieces are going to be used to make our vegetable stock, so we have to keep those. I also like keeping these parts of my jalapeno peppers. For this, I'm gonna keep the seeds because I like it spicy. I like to rinse my veggies off once again after I've cleaned everything out of the middles of them. I'm gonna add the outer leaves into a bag because I plan on making some onion powder with those. And then, like I said, these are gonna go into my veggie stock bag. Hey, my love.
Do you love me? Me? Do you love me? Do? Because you was cutting and stuff and I didn't know. Then I'm sitting up here singing. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna cut my jalapeno peppers about this size right here. This is perfect for me. Y'all, I may even need to cut one more, honestly. I love my little clear thing that I thrifted, y'all. I am so happy with it. For my onions, I'm just gonna split them down like that and then just cut up nice chunks. You can cut your vegetables however, however you like them. So here are the veggies. Now I just need to cut up the asparagus and the corn. For the asparagus, I'm gonna cut this tough end off the bottom, like all that thick, tough end. I cut all of that off, and then I'm just gonna take the rest of my asparagus and cut it into bite-sized pieces. So just like that, we want the asparagus Just really good and bite size. And I trash these. I don't keep the asparagus pieces for my veggie stock. Now, I am country at heart, so I love shucking my own corn. Anytime I can get fresh corn, that is what I opt for all the time. You can get a frozen corn for this meal. I'm sure it will taste the same. Probably a little bit sweeter, because to me, the frozen corn is just like so sweet, whereas the fresh corn has a sweetness, but it's like a mild sweetness that I really love. You gotta have a little bit of strength to cut the corn into pieces because of that cob is so thick. So I get Babe to cut these up for me. So I'll get her to do this in a minute. Comment down below if you've ever shucked fresh corn. Like, I've shucked everything, y'all, from peas to corn to snap beans to just everything. I grew up doing this, so this comes second nature to me. So once I get all of the bigger pieces off, I then use a small knife and get all of the corn hair. I get all of that out. So I just use the end of my knife just like that, grab a piece of that hair, and then just pull it out. It don't normally take that long to do. And that's how I do mine. Some people put it in a microwave to get it out. I've heard like all kinds of stuff, but for me, this is just the easiest way.
Smaller. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, I gotta cut them in half. I know what meal now. I'm not thinking right.
See, I told you it was hard to cut, y'all. Gotta have a little strength.
There you
and
go.
You just put them back in the black bowl. Don't they look good?
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork makes the dream work in the kitchen, y'all.
Definitely.
Normally she cooks up all these veggies too, but for my videos, I like to do it with y'all. I have my sausage. I'm gonna cut them on my raw meat cutting board. I did rinse them off on the outside. That's probably not necessary, y'all, but I do that. Like, I do it anyway, okay? I'm just gonna cut it into round discs. For me, this is the perfect size. You can make them thicker or as thin as you like. Now, I had to add a starch to this meal. To me, that's what sets the tone and really sucks in all of that good buttery flavor that we're gonna add to this meal. So I have 8 small to medium sized red potatoes. As far as potatoes go, you can use any type that you want. They have those really small potatoes. You can use those, which you don't even have to cut those up. Just give them a really good wash. I love a good red potato and sometimes a yellow potato. So I'm gonna give these a good scrub. Always scrub your potatoes the outside. I have a vegetable brush right here. I picked this up from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So there is no excuse why you shouldn't be scrubbing the dirt from your potatoes. I'm gonna put a picture right here of a russet potato that is just washed off under the water, and then one that I use the vegetable scrubber on, so you guys can see the difference in using this scrubber. So I highly recommend you get you one. So everything has been cut up into bite-sized pieces. We have the sausage, a jalapeno pepper, the shrimp. We're gonna leave those whole. We have our yellow bell pepper, asparagus, red bell pepper, and an onion. And we have corn on the cob, which has also been cut down. For my shrimp seasoning, I'm just gonna add salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Most of the flavor is gonna come in once we cook everything. So we'll do some black pepper, garlic powder, and I'm doing about a teaspoon of each. Onion powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. Add a little bit of olive oil in to get the seasoning going. Give it a good toss in that seasoning. And you can add as many or as little shrimp as you like. Babe is the main one who like really loves shrimp. I'll eat like 1 or 2 and then I'm just like, nah. For the potatoes, I'm gonna bring a pot of water to boil. I am gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon in this, just so the potatoes can already have some flavor before they get added into the sausage mixture. And then we're gonna put the sausage and all of the other veggies in this pan. So it's just about time for the potatoes to go in. Be careful, y'all, because this is hot. Sausage is done. Now I'm just gonna add them to a paper towel lined bowl and let them drain. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this excess oil, and then we're gonna cook the shrimp. Add the shrimp in, let those cook. If this is only a pound, we can add all of them to this pan. So this needs just a little bit of olive oil added to it to loosen those shrimp up. I'm gonna start flipping them because I don't want them to overcook. Once everything is done, we do have to add the shrimp back in with the veggies and the sausage, but these are gonna be the last ones that we add back in. The potatoes are coming to a good boil right now. They should be done right as the veggies are being finished. I'm gonna take my shrimp out. I'm just gonna add them right on the same plate as the sausage. Asparagus goes in next. So I went ahead and cleaned out my pan a little bit just because the bits from the shrimp started to burn and I didn't want that. So I cleaned out the pan and added a little bit of fresh oil. Now I'm about to add in my bell pepper, which is my yellow bell pepper, and my red. We're gonna add the onions in with the bell peppers because they have cooked long enough. This smells so good, y'all. If you make this recipe, please post it, tag me, and let me know. I'll leave my handle down in the description box below. I'm gonna add my corn in this water next. I'm gonna add a little bit of Creole seasoning in the water when I cook the corn. All of the veggies are done. Now we're gonna add the potatoes back in just to let them sear on both sides. They're cooked. We just want a little bit of browning. All of our veggies are done, and I fried up those potatoes a little bit. It just gives it a great consistency. We have a stick and a half of butter. While the butter is melting, I'm gonna show you what seasonings we're gonna use to get this flavor on point. Of course, we have some garlic powder. We have some onion powder, Italian seasoning, smoked paprika, some basil, black pepper, bay leaves, and some salt. Did I say lemon pepper? Because if I didn't, I'm adding lemon pepper to this as well. And then we're also gonna add some of this Tony's no salt Creole seasoning. So either choose salt or Creole seasoning with salt. This looks and smells so good. Now that the butter has melted down, we're gonna add the veggies back in. We're gonna add the potatoes in. The corn goes in as well. Add the sausage back in, but not the shrimp. So y'all, I had to switch out my pans because I felt like that one was just a little bit too small. But this is what it's looking like so far. I still need to add the shrimp. Who is ready to taste some? Because I am. So now it's time for the shrimp to go back in. And then we're just gonna mix it up, put a lid on it, and turn this on low. So this is what it looks like once everything is all mixed up. And then I like to top it off with a little bit of smoked paprika. I serve this meal alongside some white rice and a crusty baguette. When I tell you guys, this is so good. I highly recommend you make it. This is mouth-watering, y'all. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Babe is over here salivating at the mouth. She is ready to eat, y'all. I've also served this dish with like a little dip, so it's like a mayo dip. I didn't make any today, but that is so delicious with this recipe. If you guys do try this, please be sure to tag me or DM me because I would love to see your recreation. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.